My name is Kathy Amato. I'm the principal of Hyannis West Elementary School. During this time of unrest, our hearts and our minds are filled with sadness, worry, and fear. While we as adults are processing our own feelings, our children are processing theirs too. As we strive to provide our students with an educational experience that promotes equity among our diverse learners, we as a staff understand that we have a lot to learn. Moving forward, we are committed to listening to and learning from all of our students and their families. It is our responsibility to see and hear every child and empower and encourage them to use their voice. We, as a staff, will educate ourselves in cultural awareness and equity. We are dedicated to provide a safe, inclusive learning environment for all of our students, and we will stand together with the entire Hyannis West and Barnstable community.
Hello, I'm Jim Anderson, principal of Barnstable Intermediate School. Every year, our 6th grade students write essays on examples of courage in their lives and what courage means to them. I'd like to take a moment to read an excerpt from one of this year's entries. My father has always encouraged me to stand up for what I believe in. He once told me to never stop fighting for my beliefs. My father is my role model. He exemplifies courage by persevering regardless of the result. I hope that in these times we can listen to the message of this child and find the courage to speak up against the injustices that are occurring in our society so that we can all be the role model that our children deserve.
Hi, I'm Nicole Cucci, principal of Enoch Cobb Early Learning Center, Barnstable's inclusive preschool program. During this heartbreaking time of unrest in our country, it is my hope that parents and caregivers across our community and across every community will join us in creating a better and more inclusive world tomorrow by making the active choice to model acceptance and teach kindness to our children today.
A determined group of spirits with a passion for their mission truly is what changes the course of history. The Gandhi quote behind me in the Cobb Astro Park is exactly that important work that we have ahead, to combat racism, to promote social justice, and to make sure that all means all at Barnstable High School and in this great community. Never has there been the time, the place, and the energy to come together to do the good and right work.
Hello, Barnstable Public School community. My name is Mary Fael Zainoun, and I'm the principal over at West Villages Elementary School. My message today for the community is simple. I want us to start a dialogue about racial injustice and inequality. Let's not be silent. Instead, let's begin this difficult conversation. Let's share our personal experiences to understand each other better. We may not be able to walk in each other's shoes, but it will give us a different perspective. For those not ready to have this conversation, it's okay. You can be a listener. Reflect upon your own personal journey, but know that your engagement is necessary for change to happen. This conversation may be difficult and at times uncomfortable, but we owe it to our students and those that will come in the future. Let's give all of our children a better future and begin this courageous journey to end racial injustice and inequality. Thank you.
Hi everyone, Beth Forbes from BWB, and I want to let all Barnstable students know that the BWB teachers and staff are all here for you and behind you every step of the way and supporting you. And the message I want to send out to all of you is really one about getting to know people for who they are and not basing things on how someone looks or what they wear or how they speak. And I think about attributes a lot. We talk about attributes when we talk about shapes, and we say that a triangle has 3 sides and 3 angles, and those are the attributes that make it a triangle. But with people, it's different. People aren't defined by their attributes. And I hope when you meet people and you have new friends, that you take the time to get to know the person for who they are. And when we can do that, we can have a more peaceful time together and more respect.
This is Kathy Milne, principal of Barnstable Community Innovation School. Our teachers and staff love our students and families deeply. We are committed to building strong relationships. We are resolved to listen carefully, to learn, and to understand. We have a responsibility to educate and protect all of our children and to better support our community now and in the future. We are ready to get to work.
Hi, I'm Kristen Harmon, Assistant Superintendent of Barnstable Public Schools. The past few weeks have been a time of great unrest and much sadness. The news and social media have been filled with images of anger, images of frustration, and images of hurt. But they've also been filled with images of strength, images of courage, and images of hope, as communities have come together as one to speak up and speak out against racism and racial injustice. Our Barnstable Public School community is both strong and courageous. Together, we will have the courage to start these conversations, to ask the difficult questions, and to tackle these issues. Together, we'll have the strength to make change happen, change that will lead to a better and brighter future for all of our students.
Hello, Barnstable community. My name is Gina Hurley, and I am the Executive Director of Social Emotional Learning and Student Services. As I watched the horrible images of George Floyd's murder, my heart ached. As a district whose vision is to educate the whole child, we explicitly teach skills such as social awareness, self-awareness, self-management, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. But we need to do more, and we need to do better. We need to not only teach these skills, but we need to address racism head-on. We need to understand how white privilege impacts our processes, procedures, and decision-making, and then advocate to establish change. I vow to work with the Barnstable community, all stakeholders, to change the status quo, to look at our work and make our schools an equitable place of learning for all of our students.
I'm Matt Shifley, and I'm the principal of Centerville Elementary School. The best part about being in education is the role that we play in the development of the citizens of tomorrow. America has not always been a perfect place for all of its citizens, and the necessary changes never seem to come fast enough to fix the injustices we see today. It makes me furious inside that we are 60 years out from the civil rights movement, still fighting for people to be treated equally with the dignity and the respect that they deserve. Our hope and dream is that the students we teach will grow to create a world in which the civil rights and liberties are extended to all of our citizens. We are here for you. We love you, and we will help you succeed in achieving that dream. Be the change that you want to see in this world.
This is Mr. Wojtkowski from Barnstable United. We will continue to make meaningful connections between what students learn in school, their life experiences, their languages, and their cultures.